Good morning and welcome to Prepper Nation. I am John. Thank you for being here, whether you're brand new to the channel or you are one of those nasty, filthy, the usual suspects. How are y'all doing? I appreciate everybody being here and supporting the channel. So it's going to be a short video. What I wanted to do was, I know the gloom and doom is there every single day. And sometimes on Monday, I'll come in, I'm like, calm down, everybody. It's not over. It's not over. I wanted to do a short video and land it on Friday rather than Monday. Maybe people just need that extra motivation through the weekend or something. I'm spitballing here. I don't know. But we live in a fake world. We were just talking about some of it yesterday, but we really do. When you you step back and you take a look around, a lot of the stuff in our world today, 2023, is fake. The food, as we were talking about yesterday, is increasingly fake. Didn't used to be that way. It hasn't always been that way, of course, but the more chemicals, the more substitute things that they throw in food, the more processed stuff they throw into food. And now they're just, creating pretty much out of thin air meat. Still doing this, the air quotes, right? Money, the money that we use, folks, is fake. Not even getting into the digital stuff, just the fiat currency that we use. It's not even money. It has no backing. Y'all know this, right? Fake news. Maybe you've heard of it. Fake news is a big deal. Propaganda is what it is. History is being changed, and it is being rewritten, and it's not truthful anymore. A lot of the history, because history is a telling of the truth as close as you can get it. There's always going to be a little bit of bias, okay? But they're stripping away history and they're changing it. And you can't change what happened. You just can't do it. That's fake. The history now is fake. Medicines are fake. And what I mean by this is pharmaceuticals versus the natural stuff that is out there, if that makes any sense. And it's no good for our bodies in many cases. Artificial intelligence, which is a huge discussion for another day, at its core is fake. This is a computer simulating either the way a human being thinks or playing God, with information. And I'll throw the two-party system in there just because I think it's fake. It is what it is. There's no wonder. Depression and this sense of defeat or defeatism is so rampant in our country and abroad, because it's not just happening here in the United States, but since 1980, there's been a 38% increase in depression, clinical depression, in terms of people not being able to sleep at night for various reasons. 74% uptick since 1980. Now, energy drinks will fix that. Some of y'all partake in energy drinks, but again, the ingredients in those, they're fake, when you get right down to it. And I think, how did this happen? Why does this happen? That's the bigger question. Because I think people chase the wrong things. They're focused on the wrong things. People are focused and they chase wealth and they chase fame. Other things too, but those are the two primary things, I believe, that have destroyed society. They have this belief that the more money you have, again, it's fake money in the first place, so it doesn't really make sense, but the more money you have, the more successful you are. And I've said this time and again, a lot of people that are sitting on piles of cash are very miserable. They're either miserable with themselves or they're very, very lonely life. And then, look, when you get into fame and you look at the way celebrities are living in the addictions and stuff that they have, who would want to chase that? I'm shooting straight. Who would want to be rich or be famous? The truth is, we're born into this world and we usually have everything that we need. Now, some people are born with deficiencies and things that are going on with them, but on average, we're born into this world. We have everything we need. We're surrounded by the stuff that we need. We're surrounded by natural ways to make food, natural ways to produce medicine. We've got plenty of water. The world that we live in, getting into climate change just for a second, the world that we live in, there's already an established way to get rid of the bad things. And all of the bad stuff that we're experiencing right now is not because of the world that we live in. It's because of the people that are in charge of it. This is just my opinion, but we have everything. We're surrounded by real. We live in a fake society. Let that sink in. We live in a fake society, but we're surrounded by real things. And I think people, I know it's like I'm thinking over here in left field somewhere in this rabbit hole stuff, but really, there's a good message here, I promise. People are focused on the stuff that society has created, the stuff that society has told us is important, and they're not focused on the real things, the things that truly matter. I mean, really, we have meat. Again, we have water. We have all the natural resources we need. The point is, yeah, there's a point. How you approach life means a lot. This gets us into the half, glass is half full versus the glass is half empty. If you look at all of the things, and again, there's total chaos in our world right now. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm also not downplaying it, pretending like it's not happening. There's chaos everywhere. But it's man-made chaos. It's government-made chaos. This chaos has been orchestrated by billionaires, and the only way that they're able to produce this chaos is if people are focused on chasing man-made things. Hopefully that makes sense to a few of you out there. If you're focused on the man-made things, man can control you. Man can control your emotions to the point, again, where we're dealing with depression and a lot of other things like suicide rates and stuff. But if you're focused on the real things, the important things, there's not a whole lot that man can do to kind of get you down in the dumps, so to speak. So be sure you remain positive, okay? I know it's hard to do in 2023, but just understand it's designed to be very, very hard for you to do in 2023. Because the people that are in charge of our world right now, they want you looking, I don't have anything to dangle, but they want you to look at the shiny dangly thing in front of you, and they want you chasing that like it's important. And if you do, you're wasting your life because the important stuff is already there. You don't need to chase it. All you got to do is walk outside. It's all around us. And remember this, okay, because even though it's easy to kind of get down, and I'm not saying be a defeatist, but it wears you down. It wears everybody down. I'm not immune to this, but I try and remember my kids are watching. As a parent, your kids are watching, or your grandkids, or maybe kids in your family somewhere, they're watching you. And they're dealing with the same stuff. They're dealing probably more so than we are because they're more connected, to the internet. They're more connected to the man-made things. They see more of that messaging. Chase the fame, chase the internet fame, or God, chase the YouTube fame because that's the life you want to live. No, chase the fame and stuff like this. They're surrounded by fake crap, and they're looking at you. And kids really need positive influence in their life. And they're going to see that if you're a positive person. The kids are going to inherit the world one day. And how they view the world depends partially on how you, as an influence on them, view the world. If it's always gloom and doom all the time, they're going to grow up and they're going to think the world's nothing but gloom and doom. But if you focus on the important things and forget about chasing money and fame, there's a chance that they're going to grow up and they're going to be focused on the real things as well. Just remember, every single day is a fight between the cabal and people like us. I mean, it is. I know that's conspiracy theory stuff, right? But it's the truth. Every single day we go to war with these people. These billionaires, vampires, as I like to call them on the channel, they sit around, they think of ways to further tighten that grip and control people even more because they're obsessed with playing God, right? But the only way they can play God is if everybody thinks that they are important and not what God has actually built and put here. That's the important stuff. Every single day there's a fight. And they have the money to affect certain things in your life. We were just talking about the food yesterday. They have the type of money to push most people toward, um, all electric everything, all surveillance everything, the the alternative foods and stuff like this. They have the money to pass that legislation. But if you remove yourself from that and you focus not on them but on the important things, as it turns out, they don't have a whole lot of control over your life and definitely over your happiness. Don't let them take your joy. As many of you say here on the channel from time to time, don't let them steal your joy. Not even steal it, but in some cases, people just willingly hand over their joy because they're focused on the wrong things. Focus on the good in your life, and just know that you're not fighting alone. You may feel down in the dumps, but you're absolutely not alone. There are tons of people here at Prepper Nation. We all deal with the same stuff. We're all prepping to get hit with a barrage of negative gloom and doom all weekend long here on YouTube. Do your best to survive and stay focused on the positive things in your life. God bless y'all. I'll see you Monday morning.